morning. I hereby declare the 2025 Fall Convocation open.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Jamila Jackson, and I am the Dean of Campus Ministry here at Florida Memorial University. I ask that you bow with me for a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, as we gather for a momentous occasion, we welcome your presence. Our university was founded on the conviction that it all begins with you and is possible only through you. And so we begin our convocation in that same way. God, it all begins with you. And everything is possible through you. We pray for our students here at Florida Memorial University, especially for the first year students who we stand with today. We ask that you cover them as they begin a new season of their lives. Remind them of who they are and help them to confidently engage in the classroom with their professors, with new friends, with their extracurricular activities, with their career paths, and with their faith. We know that you are already doing something special. So God, we are ready to work with you. Help us to serve them well. Thank you for your blessings on this university, our president, our faculty and staff, on our students, on our trustees, and on this special event. We give you all of the glory. In your name we pray. Amen.
We will allow the gallery to enter, and I can tell you it's a beautiful sight from where I'm standing to see every seat is going to be taken this morning. And while we allow them to enter, can we give the convocation committee a round of applause? Come on, you can do better than that. As they continue, I want to give them a chance to be seated before I proceed, so I'll just make some observations until I see that the gallery has dissipated to nearly no one standing in the aisle. While they're taking their seat, if you could bow your heads for me. On last night, unfortunately, we lost a great alumni, Ellis Pete from the Bahamas. He was a great student on this campus. I remember when he pledged Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. So we just close our eyes for a moment of condolences for his family, his friends, and the entire Nassau, Bahamas community. Thank you. Well, good morning. Y'all got to talk to me now. Good morning. To Chairman Weatherington, the distinguished members of the Florida Memorial University Board of Trustees, to the proud alumnus who are present with us, this dedicated faculty, esteemed guests, staff, and most importantly, the remarkable class of 2029. You can give them a hand. Today marks more than the beginning of an academic year. It marks the start of a journey, one that will challenge you, shape you, and ultimately reveal the best of who you are. You're not just stepping into college, you're stepping into purpose. It is my honor to welcome you to this convocation. Florida Memorial University was born from prayer. Yes, a fervent and faithful prayer. And from that prayer came a sacred mission to cultivate minds, nurture character, and elevate generations. This campus, rooted in history and lifted by faith, exists because someone believed in the power of education and in the power of youth. Our founders didn't just envision classrooms and careers. They envisioned a community bound by faith, love, and family. Principles that must continue to guide us today. So, as your purpose to pursue your academic dreams, I urge you to keep your faith. Keep the faith in yourself, in God, and what's possible even when the road seems uncertain. Let love ground your relationships, and let family, those here and those back home, be the compass that keeps you centered. When we speak of excellence, we speak not only of GPAs and accolades. We speak of character, of humility, and community. Your growth here at Florida Memorial University will go beyond textbooks. It will be defined by the values you embody and the legacy you build. You are entering a world that is a demanding one, and demanding and is a full promise. But within you lies the resilience to rise, the brilliance to lead, and the compassion to change the world for the better. That is why you are here. Think of Florida Memorial University as a sacred canvas, painted with your curiosity, your ambition, your setbacks, and your triumphs. Take risks. Ask bold questions. Discover who you are. And whatever you do, don't forget where you came from, who raised you, and the prayers that carry you today. As your president, I'm not just here to lead. I'm here to believe in you, to champion your journey, and to remind you that this institution stands with you. This is a community where faith still matters, where love still leads, and where family never fades. Success is not about the finish line. It's about how you run the race. It's not about competing with others, but about honoring the best within you. So remember this. The world doesn't just need more graduates. It needs more leaders of faith, more builders of peace, and more protectors of truth. So to the phenomenal class of 2029, let me leave you with this charge. Start strong, stay focused, and finish in 4. This journey is not just about the next step. It's about finishing what you start with honor, integrity, and discipline. In 4 years, I want to look across this campus and see each and every one of you walking across that stage at graduation with degree in hand, dreams in motion, and the purpose in full bloom. Let this be your commitment, not just for yourself, but for your families, your communities, and to the legacy of this university. You are the authors of a new chapter in the Florida Memorial history. Write it boldly, write it faithfully, and write it to completion. No excuses, no delays, no doubt. I want each of you to finish in 4 years and show the world what a Florida Memorial University life Nathan White Collier was appointed president, a post he held for 45 years. John Rosalind Johnson was recruited to teach music at the school, where he composed music for the poem Lift Every Voice and Sing, written by his brother, James Weldon Johnson. John Rosalind Johnson composed the music while he taught at Florida Baptist Academy in Jacksonville in 1899. It will now be performed by our very own Florida University Ambassador Corral. Please stand and always stand when you hear Lift Every Voice and Sing, our Black national anthem. Vinci, who sings beautifully. Next, please let's welcome Chairman of Baltimore University Board of Trustees, Mr. Walt Wetherington, as he brings you greetings.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. President, members of the board, leadership, faculty, guests, and the class of 2029. I would also like to commend the chorale on the way they dripped up and down in the singing of the Negro National Anthem. When I began here in 1967, well, not here, but Florida Memorial in 1967 in St. Augustine, we only sang it one way, and it only exhibited a feeling of despair. So I'm very happy to see now how we roll from despair into hope. And that's what you exhibit here today for us, and that is hope for yourselves, for your family, for Florida Memorial University, and for all of us. Tell you a short story. My daughter, I grew up in Alabama during segregation. Yeah, I'm old. We didn't have electricity or indoor plumbing, and I would share those stories with my daughter. And so she went to school in middle school, and they were teaching American history. And they started talking about plowing mules and picking cotton and all the historical things that we did during segregation. And the teacher asked, is there anyone here who has any family members that they feel was alive during slavery? My daughter raised her hand and said, I think my daddy was because he plowed a mule. Convocation is a time when history, traditions, and values are outlined. This is your day, a moment marked by our theme, Rooted in Legacy, Rising with Purpose, as you are officially welcomed into the Florida Memorial University family. You have turned the page to a new chapter in your educational journey, and we have you to feel the warmth, we hope you will feel the warmth and support of your university community as you rise with purpose and continue the legacy of those who came before you. And you are fortunate to attend an historically black college and university, and I say that because surveys have been held about students who have attended other universities, and the ones who attend HBCUs seem to have a feeling of community and family and closer to home. In fact, my children, my daughter attended a PWI, a non-HBCU, and she couldn't wait to attend an HBCU to get her master's degree just from listening to the stories that I told, my mother told, and my son told who attended FMU. So we've attended HBCUs across the broad spectrum of Florida, and so you are special. As Dr. Jackson said, you're special to be in this place at this time. So we encourage you to make this a special time. That means you must be disciplined, get up and go to class, and be successful. We want you to help increase that number of African American students from 23% to 33 and 43% who achieve their degrees, because that's how you achieve your piece of the American pie, is through achievement in every field of human endeavor. And these young men in these red coats, if any of you guys want to be like them, reach out and talk to them, because their entire life is about achievement in every field of human endeavor. I also want to share with you that when I attended Florida Memorial, we didn't have convocation. The food caused a lot of constipation, but other than that, you are still special, because we have had presidents, beginning with Dr. Royal W. Puryear, who moved the institution here in 1968, Dr. Albert Smith, who planted the first stalk of grass, because when Trustee Smith and I attended here, we walked on rocks, barefoot, through the snow. In Miami, it snowed in Miami back then. But the true champion of your academic success will be you. Being here comes with expectations. You must put put in the work. We believe in you, and we expect all of you here today to graduate in 4 years. You have made an excellent choice to attend Florida Memorial University. And as our slogan says, it's your time. Have a great day and a great 4 years.
He said it snowed in Miami. And the guys in the red coat. I think our speaker going to have something to say about that. Now we will have a special musical tribute to our freshman class from the Florida Memorial University, Ambassador Corral. After the musical tribute, President-elect 2025, Florida Memorial University, President-elect of the 2025-2026 Florida Memorial University Student Government Association, Shane Daly will introduce our speaker. So let's get this. Well, I wrote it wrong. I know that's y'all forgive me. You know, Sister Daly is going to introduce the speaker. Okay. And then after that, we'll finish the program. Okay. Ambassador Corral.
Can we get everyone to stand to their feet today as we worship God?
choir one more time. And don't worry, Mr. President, I'll forgive you. All good over here. All right, so my name is Shantae Bailey. As stated before, I am your student body president for this 2025-2026 school year elect, and I'm proud to serve you guys. Yeah. I'm honored to be here before you today, and I'm honored to be given the introduction to our speaker. So, Judge Christopher Benjamin is a distinguished alumnus of Florida Memorial University and currently serves as a judge in the 11th Circuit Court of Florida, located in Miami-Dade County. Elected in 2020, he made history as the first Muslim elected to the Circuit Court bench in Florida. His election represents a significant milestone in both the legal community and the broader push for diversity in public service. Judge Benjamin holds a Juris Doctor from St. Thomas University School of Law, building on the strong academic foundation he received at FMU. He has practiced law for over 2 decades with experience in civil litigation, administrative law, and mediation. Prior to becoming a judge, he served as a general magistrate and hearing officer, gain, gaining valuable experience in adjudicating cases with fairness and integrity. Throughout his career, Judge Benjamin has been committed to justice reform and community empowerment. He has worked to expand access to the legal system, particularly for undeserved populations, and frequently participates in initiatives focused on youth mentorship, civic engagement, and legal education. His courtroom is known for its professionalism, compassion, commitment to the rule of law. As an FMU alum, Judge Benjamin continues to give back to his alma mater and inspire current students through mentorship and public service. His journey from FMU to the bench is a testament to the power of education, perseverance, and purpose-driven leadership. Judge Benjamin exemplifies the values of integrity, service, and excellence that FMU instills in its graduates. Please give a round of applause for your speaker, please.
Hear ye, hear ye. I'm just kidding. I have only but a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give an account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. Thank you for joining me in this minute to talk to you about such a wonderful institution. I can proudly say that I would not be where I'm at today if it were not for Florida Memorial University. And it's wonderful to see so many bright and eager faces here today. Seeing you makes me harken back to the time when I first entered and walked these halls. It was 31 years ago. I was just coming from the military. I had spent 3 years in the U.S. Army in its medical corps. And it was one thing that I knew that I wanted to do when I got out of the military, and that was go to college, because it was really my sole purpose for joining the military. And I had come to know about Florida Memorial through a friend of mine, my best friend from high school. He had attended Florida Memorial during the summer, and I happened to be home on leave from the military one year, and he brought me to the campus. Before that, I had not known that South Florida had an HBCU. You see, HBCUs had become endearing to me because I was one of the watchers of A Different World. I was one of the watchers of the movie School Days. So I knew that when I went to obtain my higher education, I would be going to It might not have been Hillman, but here we are at Florida Memorial, back then, Florida Memorial College. I left the military on August 1st. I arrived back home and I registered at Florida Memorial on August 5th. And it was the best decision that I had ever made in my life. Many, many years ago, Florida Memorial came out with its first ever, that I'm aware of, commercial. It was a television commercial. I happened to flip on the TV one day and saw a commercial with Florida Memorial. One, I was proud because we had never had one, and I felt that it was appropriate that South Florida should really know how special it is to have an HBCU right in its backyard. And the theme of that commercial was, at FMU is where success begins. And that really resonated with me because truly it is where my success had begun. I remember I had just finished pledging the greatest fraternity in the world, the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Kappa Gamma chapter here at Florida Memorial University where the Sun Dogs lie, and it's hard to pledge the Q Psi Phi. Even though we was ran by a bunch of alphas. And that's very unique about Florida Memorial, is that we uphold that pseudo tradition of poking at each other. But I've never seen a campus at any other university, and I've been at a lot, where there is genuine love and respect between the Greek organizations. Like, people would come to our college from other schools and thought that like there was a real rivalry, and would try to get at other fraternities and sororities. We'd be like, nah, it's FLOMO first, baby. It's FLOMO first. So I had just finished pledging, and which means I was in my second year here at Florida Memorial. And I had taken my last algebra class, and I had taken a chemistry class, because I registered as a biology student because I wanted to do something in the medical field. And I realized after taking those classes that that wasn't going to be possible. And so I began to search myself. I sat in the dorm at what was then Duo, and I searched my soul. And I asked myself, what were the gifts that I had to offer? What were the talents given unto me? And how can I use those talents for the betterment of my people? How can I use those talents to make a life for myself? Because one thing that I knew when I came to Florida Memorial, that my purpose here was to become the best version of myself, to make something of myself. And that's exactly what we're here to talk about today. Your journey to greatness that you are embarking now here at Florida Memorial University. You see, today you stand on the threshold of an incredible journey, one that is not only personal, but also deeply intertwined with the rich history and values that is Florida Memorial University. You are joining a legacy that has been shaped by resilience, perseverance, and a commitment to excellence. A commitment to excellence. You see, once I determined what I wanted to be, I have got to then understand how I could begin to build who I would become. And Florida Memorial stood as the institution that would equip me with those tools to begin that building process. I have 4 kids. And I tell them all the time that 4 years moves so fast. It's hard to tell at the beginning, but 4 years moves so fast. And that school, that the whole purpose of an education, the whole purpose of school is to begin to build for your future. And that once you understand what your purpose is, as T.I. says, you should move expeditiously towards that purpose. And Florida Memorial gave me the ability to do that. I remember working as a student aide in the Career and Development Department. Working as a student aide, well, let me back up for a second. So what did I decide to do when I understood that the medical field probably wasn't going to be for me? I decided that I would go into politics. So I changed my degree from biology to political science and public administration, which was a dual degree back then. And I said, what can I do now to build myself into the best politician that I could be? Because what I wanted to do was to create law. Because I felt at that time, if I can create law, that I can create the circumstances by which my community can excel. And that was my purpose. And I remember in my sophomore year, well, actually my junior year in the summer, by working at the Career Development Center, I obtained a summer internship to Washington, D.C. I was accepted to 2 internships, actually. One to to Congress and one to the governor's office. And I chose to go to Congress to sit with then Congresswoman Carrie Meek. And I was her intern for that summer. But in order to do that, I had to find housing. And I couldn't afford to pay for housing. I was a broke college student. But Florida Memorial alumni stepped up. And Chairman Walt Worthington it was the Chairman Walt Worthington that allowed me to obtain housing, that allowed that internship to happen. And it was because of that internship that the desire to make law was cemented in me. And everything that I did from that point forward was to build upon the block to make me the best lawmaker that I could be. When I came back from that summer, I went to, because I didn't know of anybody who had went to law school at that time, and this is 1997, 1996. And I didn't know anyone who had gone to law school from Florida Memorial. But I went to my dean, and I asked, what do I need to do? What were the next steps to do? And she gave me a CD to prepare me for the LSAT, because you got to take this stupid little test to get into law school. It has nothing to do with whether you'll do good in law school. But that allowed me to prepare. It allowed me to give my all to a test that was part of the determination of my future. That began here at Florida Memorial. That is the history. That is the legacy. That is this commitment to your excellence that you receive here at Florida Memorial. You know, in the 21st century, I remember after President Obama was elected president, they said that we was in a post-racial society. Little did they know that Donald Trump would be elected and that would be something else. But they said we were in a post-racial society. And as such, it drew questions as to whether HBCUs were still needed. Well, this year, or last year, our Supreme Court said that diversity was no longer a legitimate goal for universities, such as Harvard, Yale, Princeton. Organizations who up until that point had prided themselves on using diversity to increase their minority student population, giving students who look like us an opportunity to be educated at what was considered to be some of the finest institutions in America. But I think what we have forgotten was that before that, when it was against the law to educate a slave, when there was separate but not so equal, that HBCUs came forth. HBCUs nourished and educated young black minds. HBCUs cradled us in their arms to prepare us for success in a world that thought we were less. So when I heard the news and the holding by the Supreme Court, I said, well, there's the answer to the question of whether HBCUs are still needed in the 21st century. We still remain the institutions that will cradle you, that will nurture you, that will educate you and prepare you for a future that you desire. We are still needed, and if anything, we are needed now more than ever. And the Florida Memorial stands as a shining beacon here in South Florida for all those who seek to become the best of themselves. We were established in 1879, and we are one of the oldest historically black colleges and universities in the nation. And we were founded in the wake of the Civil War, a time when education was a privilege rather than a right for many American blacks. And FMU has long stand as a beacon of hope and opportunity, nurturing generations of leaders, thinkers, and change makers who have gone on to impact the communities and the world. And as I said, FMU, you are more critical. You're needed more now than ever before, because we find ourselves in a time where diversity is under attack, where the very fabric of inclusion in the American system is being questioned. Yet it is precisely in these moments of adversity that institutions like ours shines the brightest. You see, we represent more than just a place of learning. We are a sanctuary of culture and heritage and identity. There are spaces where students can explore the potential without the weight of the systematic barriers that may hinder us at other places. We foster a sense of belonging and community that is vital for personal and academic success. I want you to think, as you navigate your studies and engage your peers, remember that you are part of a larger movement. You are part of a tradition that has produced some of the most influential voices in politics, science, the arts, and social justice, and yes, the law. From civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. to contemporary innovators and entrepreneurs, HBCUs have played a pivotal role in shaping the narratives of our nation. We here at Florida Memorial have seen our graduates go on to be doctors, lawyers, educators, engineers, pilots who have flown around the world. And yes, we've seen our first state representative, and yes, even judges. And in a world that often seeks to divide us, FMU stands as a testament to the power of diversity. You see, our university embraces students from all walks of life, encouraging you to bring your unique perspectives and experiences into the classroom. This diversity is not just a statistic, it's an enriching tapestry that enhances discussions, broadens understandings, and prepares you for a global society. You may have heard the phrase, our differences makes us stronger. Here at FMU, we embody that truth. Engaging with diverse ideas and viewpoints is essential to your growth, not just as students, but as future leaders who will take their place in a multicultural world. I want you to embrace this opportunity to learn from one another, to challenge yourselves, and to foster a spirit of collaboration and respect. As you embark on this new chapter, I urge you to embody the values that Florida Memorial University holds dear. Excellence through leadership, integrity through character, and service to your fellow man. Strive for excellence in every endeavor, whether it be academics, extracurricular, or your own personal development. Integrity is crucial. It's about being true to yourself and upholding the values you believe in, even when you're faced with challenges, and you will be faced with challenges. And remember the importance of service to others, because we see so much go on in the world and in our communities. We need compassionate leaders who are dedicated to uplifting their communities. Because what gaineth a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Let these values guide you during your time here. Engage with your professors. Ask questions. Seek help when you need it. And forge connections with your classmates. These are connections that can last you a lifetime. This is your time to explore your passions, to find out what you are really passionate about. Find out what really means something to you. Push past your boundaries. Become comfortable with being uncomfortable. And dream big, so big that it scares you, because then you know that your dream is now big enough. As you reflect on your goals and aspirations, I encourage you to think about how you can contribute to the legacy that is FMU. Each of you has the potential to make a profound impact, not only within our university, but also in the broader community and beyond. So as you step into your classes, participate in campus activities, and connect with your peers, remember that you're a part of something greater. You are here to learn, to grow, and to make a difference. In closing, I want to remind you that your journey at Florida Memorial University is just beginning. Embrace the challenges. Celebrate the victories. And never forget the importance of your voice and your story, to be informed about the world around you and what's going on. Never be one to shy away from things like politics, because politics determines what the laws are, and the laws really do determine what our lives can be. So, let's carry the torch of our founders here at Florida Memorial and countless other individuals who have walked these halls before you. Together, let's continue to make Florida Memorial University a shining example of what HBCUs represent and what they mean in the 21st century. So, class of 2029, welcome to the family. Welcome to the Lion's Den. Welcome to the Pride. And never forget, roar, roar, and roar some more.
If I could have Chairman Weatherton to join me and Provost Hill to join me, and our speaker, Christopher, you can join me. I think I need to give the verdict. Which I think I need to give the verdict. So with the evidence presented before us today, or hearing his personal journey and testimony, I think we found the speaker guilty of following his dreams. Guilty, guilty, guilty. I'm honored to present the Crystal Lion Award presented to Judge Christopher Benjamin for his motivational
Let's give him another hand. Wow, what an incredible message. Just a demonstration of excellence. Guilty of excellence. Well, I stand before you today as your provost, chief academic officer here at Florida Memorial University, encouraging our freshmen and our continuing education students to complete their journey and begin your legacy rooted in the principles of Florida Memorial University and our values. To the members of the class of 2029, you know that's in 4 years, right? I'm expecting you to cross the stage in 2029 and to receive your degree from our fine institution. So I'm asking for the members of the class of 2029 freshmen, please stand. Let's stand with pride. Let's stand. Let's stand, let's stand, let's stand. Hopefully all of you have a pledge card. If you do not have a pledge card, raise your hand. And a pledge card will be brought to you. Everyone should have a pledge card. I want you to not only have your pledge card before you, but I want you to keep this in your possession somewhere in your residence hall or within your notebooks that you're bringing to class, within your possession to show your commitment. We have come to the most important section of today's convocation, is when you now make your promise to conduct yourselves with the Florida Memorial values in mind. Call it class. Talking about character, leadership, accountability, service, and scholarship. And as you look at your pledge cards, those characteristics are displayed on the card. So everyone should have one in mind now. And I want you to repeat after me. You can read from your pledge card. We'll read and then you'll read behind me as I pause. As a freshman committed to academic success, I pledge to approach my studies with dedication and curiosity. And I want you to emphasize this. I will actively participate in class. I will seek help when needed. And I will manage my time effectively. I promise to respect my peers and my professors and always foster a positive and collaborative learning environment. And through perseverance and integrity, I will strive to achieve my academic goals, gain global perspectives, and grow personally so I can roar in full. So I want you to take the pen off of your pledge card. I want you to pin yourself. And you notice on the pen it's a globe. You're holding the world in your hand. You have great ambition. We are committed to ensure that you have a global perspective. But more importantly, that we are preparing you for your future to make an impact in this world abroad. So class of 2029, I ask that you pin your collar as a commitment that you are 100% committed to roar in how many years? I want to see you walk across this stage in 2020 what? And 2029, because we are committed. And we're going to roar in full. Thank you, class of 2029. Let's give them a round of applause. They're going to roar in full. are committed to pour into them, give them the support they need in order to have this journey called excellence. We're glad that each of you are part of the FMU Pride. Please keep your card as a reminder of your journey of excellence. Audience, we are preparing to conclude our program. First, we'll sing our alma mater. Then Dr. Jamila Jackson, our Dean of our campus ministry, will close us out with a benediction. First year students, freshmen, Roaring Forward 2029, please remember to stay in place. Dr. Massey will assist with the recessional. We have students that are dispersed throughout the chapel, so we will gather them collectively as we recess for our class of 2029 picture. With that said, everyone please stand for our alma mater.
We would like to remind you that we have chapel on Sundays at 1 p.m. right here in the Susie C. Holly Religious Center. We've seen a lot of our freshmen, so can we give God a praise for our freshmen who have been coming to chapel? Let us close with a word of prayer and a blessing. God, we thank you for what our eyes have seen, for what our ears have heard, and for what our hearts have felt. We ask a blessing upon our students as they soar to higher heights and roar in form. So we bless these students in your name. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you. May the Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. Students, please remain in your seats. And then as the recessional begins, led by the provost and followed by our stage party and the faculty, we want you to turn toward them. And after the recessional, you will follow your instructor for your class photo. So all of the freshman students, please join the the recessional after the provost and the stage party. Please follow them out. And we ask that you prepare for our closing declaration and then face the recessional.
Faculty marshals, please come to the front for the academic flags. Thank you. I hereby declare the 2025 fall convocation closed.